Hey you guys, welcome back. It again has been a hot minute, but I am back and we are going to do a new recipe today because I'm feeling like a sweet treat and I'm sure my kiddos are too. So today together we're going to make some carrot bundt cake. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so to get started, what we're going to do is we're going to mix all of the dry ingredients together and we're going to mix them up in a bowl and then we're going to set them aside and do the wet ingredients. So what you're going to need for the dry ingredients is you're going to need 2.5 cups of flour. It says all purpose. I have bread flour, so I'm going to use that. 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1.5 teaspoons of ground ginger, 1/4 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I don't have nutmeg or ginger, so I'm just gonna do just straight cinnamon. So I'll probably do like 3 tablespoons of, tablespoons of cinnamon. It's teaspoons. 3 teaspoons of cinnamon instead of the ginger and nutmeg. So let's go ahead now and put all of that in a bowl and get it mixed together. Okay, so I've got that all mixed together. You can see there. Now, if you've been following my baking for a while, you know that I use this in every single baking recipe, even bread. And it is a fiber that's all purpose that you add to any recipe that you're making. And you're just gonna do 2 scoops. So I do 2 scoops into the batter there, or the dry ingredients, I should say. And then just same thing, gonna mix that in together. And now that this is all mixed together, we're gonna set it aside and we will do all of the wet ingredients now. Okay, so now that that's done, we're gonna do the wet ingredients, and what we need for the wet ingredients is 1 cup of vegetable oil, 4 eggs, 1.25 cups of brown sugar, 1/2 cup of white sugar, 3/4 cups of unsweetened applesauce. I have homemade, so I'm going to use that. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 2 cups of shredded carrots. So we're gonna put all of that together and I'm gonna put that in my stand mixer here. So let's go ahead now and put all of the wet ingredients into here and then we will mix them together. Okay, so now that I have all of the wet ingredients in there, I'm just gonna put my attachment on and we will let it mix. Mix it well. And then we are going to pour our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. I'm gonna do it the other way. I'm gonna pour the dry ingredients into my wet ingredients, and then it says to mix with a spatula and fold in so there's no dry spots. So now I'm going to I might as well take this off the stand. Move this all over. So there we go. We have the wet and the dry. So I'm going to now mix the dry into the wet. Take a spatula and I'm just gonna mix it and fold it in together, just like this. All right, so here we go. You can see that there's no dry spots of any of the dry ingredients. And now what we're going to do is we're gonna spray a bundt cake and then pour your batter into it and cook it on 350 for 60 to 70 minutes. So let's go ahead, I'll grab the bundt cake. I'm gonna preheat the oven, 350, start that. I'm gonna grab a bundt cake and then we'll spray it and pour the batter into it together. Okay, so here is my bundt cake pan, I guess it's called. This is the oil. I don't use the spray too often. I do have like the avocado one, but for any pans, I just like this. It's like I grabbed it at the dollar store. It's a little brush with oil. So I'm going to go ahead now and coat this nice and good. And then we will pour the batter into the pan. And then you're just gonna give the pan 2 taps like that to get any bubbles out, and then it'll be good to go in the oven. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so here we go. You can see that I was bouncing it there. Now I always put anything I bake on a cookie sheet just in case it boils over or cooks over. So now I'm gonna let this finish preheating and then we will put it in the oven and set the timer. Okay, so I just stuck a toothpick in it. We're at about 55 minutes and it's done. So I'm gonna take it out of the oven. I'll put it up here so I can show you. I guess I should grab both my oven mitts. So here we go, you guys. Look at this carrot bundt cake. Okay, so it says to let it sit for just a couple minutes, and then I'm going to flip it over onto a plate, and then we will let it cool, and then we will make the frosting for the top, which is a cream cheese frosting. We'll make that together. So let's let it cool and then I will show you what it looks like when we flip it out. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to flip this and I hope that it comes out. I don't know why I'm saying I hope it comes out. It's gonna come out, right? We gotta speak that in to what's gonna happen. Okay, so I'm gonna put that plate there. Flip it over, give it a pat. Pray. It feels like it's coming, but then it doesn't. Some of it is. All right, I'm gonna let it sit like this for, for a second and just kind of give it a pat all the way around. And continue to pray it comes out. All right, let me try and get this out and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay. So maybe I didn't let it sit long enough and I'm like super anxious to like give it a try, but that's okay the way that it is. It obviously stuck a bit. You can see that it's stuck to the bottom. So that is okay. I can still icing this and it's gonna be delicious. So I'm gonna let this chill now. So when I pour the icing on, it doesn't melt off everywhere. So I'm gonna let this chill. I'm probably gonna scoop this out and put it into a bowl because my kids will just eat it. So once this chills, we will put the icing on it, and while we wait for this to chill, we will make the icing. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now that that's sitting there chilling, we're gonna do the icing. So we're gonna need 4 ounces of cream cheese at room temp, a 1/4 cup of butter at room temp, 1/2 of a teaspoon of vanilla, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, and then 1.5 to 2 tablespoons of milk. So let's go ahead now. And for that, we're just gonna basically put the cream cheese, butter, and vanilla into a bowl and beat it. And then we're going to add in the powdered sugar, salt, and milk and continue to cream it until it's smooth. So let's go ahead and make that together. All right, now I don't think I've ever made a icing this good. Look at how creamy that is. So there we go. That is the cream cheese icing. So now what we're gonna do, this is still a little bit warm, is I'm just going to put this on top of the bundt cake. I'm gonna give it about 5 more minutes to cool down. And then we will put this on top of the bundt cake. And, excuse me, if you have toasted pecans, however you say it, you can put those on top the icing once it's done, which I think I have some of those, so I'm gonna check. So as soon as this is done cooling, we will put this on and top it with some nuts, and then the kids will be home and they'll be like, what is that smell, Mom? And they're gonna wanna try it. So let me clean this up and then I will show you getting it all finished up. Okay, so this is as cooled as I'm gonna let it get. Just kind of put it there in the middle. So now what I'm gonna do is, like I said, I'm gonna take the icing and I'm just going to, and I have to tell you, I licked the icing off the beater. And like I said, this is the best icing recipe I've ever used for a bundt cake. So if you are looking for a good cream cheese frosting, look no further. This is the one that you want. And my goodness, there's lots of it. I didn't realize there was this much. Okay, let me start with this. Oh boy. Okay, so I'm just gonna spread this out. I don't need you to watch me do the whole thing because that's boring. So I'm gonna spread this out. And then I did find some pecans. So I actually have them in a little baggie here. So I'm gonna spread those on the top once I get this spread out, and then I'll show you what it looks like. All right, you guys, look at this carrot cake bundt cake. It is absolutely delicious looking, and I cannot wait to have this tonight for dessert with my family. They're absolutely going to love it. It turned out perfect, and I'm so, so proud of it. Okay, so there you go, guys. Give that recipe a try. Let me know down below in the comments how it turns out for you. And just a reminder, so the recipe we just did together said 60 to 70 minutes at 350. I say around 50 minutes and then check it to see if it's done, because it was about 53, 54, 55 minutes, and this was when I pulled it out. So yeah, I'm super excited with how it turned out. I did give the actual cake a try that was stuck in the pan, and it's so good. So I'm super pleased with it. I'm so grateful that you followed along if you made it this far. And like I said, if you give this a try over Christmas maybe, or maybe just for a random day like I'm doing, let me know down below in the comments what you think. And if you know somebody who loves carrot cake, send them this recipe, let them make it, and then go to their house for a visit. All right, thank you guys so much for following along. I'm so, so blessed to have you here. I love each and every single one of you with my whole heart. And as always, like this video, subscribe, ring that bell so you don't miss a video coming. And I will see you guys back here next time. Bye.